welcome to PNC News. My name is Leslie Verkyker and I'm back like not your father. Oh, your father hates you. In today's news, President Cyril Ramaphosa met up with President Donald Trump at the White House. Donald Trump played Cyril all the versions of Julius Malema singing Kill the Farmer, Kill the Boer, from acoustic to the remix. We can only commend Cyril on how much strength he had to hold in his laugh. Because me, I was going to go full Nomuzi.
Lady, introduce yourself. What is your name?
Conservations Glamazon with 2 Z's and 3 N's.
Muzi, pull it together.
Donald Trump is the kind of bro who will tell you a story and you'll ask him, where did he find out? He'll tell you, I'm the source. I'm the source. Feel like I'm the only person who doesn't know how to do a Donald Trump impersonation. I don't know how to behave like an idiot. But enough talking. This is how the Trump and Cyril visit went.
Right, so I'd like to welcome you all to the White House. It is the greatest house you'll ever be invited to. It wasn't that great before I got here. I made it much better. Obviously, I'm a tremendous president, so I've made it better. With me, I have from South Africa, a man called Cyril Ramaphosa.
President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yeah, he's here. We've come to discuss various things, but I think most importantly is the welcome, Cyril.
No, thank you so much, and thank you for welcoming us in this. I've been here before. Now
right, so it's lovely to have you. And basically, I've heard there's a lot of bad things happening in South Africa. There's a genocide of the white farmers.
Yeah, I think I can explain that because, South Africa is a diverse country. We believe in rainbow nation and we have a constitution. So those things, we were saying them, but not acting.
Right.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Over there, we put together a documentary using clippings from the news, from various other sources. I'd like you to watch it now. If you just look over there, Natalie, will you dim the lights? Somebody press play. Have a look at that. It is a catchy tune.
Yes, I love it as well. It's just that I think America does not understand it. But it's actually...
All right, if you look now, you'll see all of those there. Those are white crosses, which makes it much better. And that's families who have died. That's not traffic. Those are people visiting the graves of their loved ones who have died, being killed in the white genocide.
Honestly,
it is the worst thing. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen it as well. That one, I don't think it's... Is that South Africa?
I believe it's a region called Bambanani.
Yeah, no, I see those registration numbers.
Sorry, Mr. President, may I just make an observation here? The minister sitting here, Mr. Steenhuisen, where he lives near me, well, fairly near, where I live in the Western Cape. And I also live in the Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, Southern Cape. I own all the capes, even in the Middle Eastern Cape. I've got a vested interest there. Crime there is terrible. Our figures for a lot of my companies are sky high through the windscreen, which is what a lot of the crime is there happening on roads. And nothing happened there. And you're in charge of that. And we don't have anything that you do there. So it's not just on the farms. And I think we should be doing something there, and we're not. We should have Starlink for a start, and we should have drones.
Yes, Mr. Rupert. Yes, of course. And the wife and I will be over next week for dinner. Way to stick it to the whites. Listen, Mr. President, I think really we're not addressing some of the real problems in the country at the moment. Here, we're talking about this genocide. We've got a big crime problem. We need more, more staff. We're understaffed. Nothing to do with the genocide, of course. It's just that we need more policemen and it's people running the roads, and we need lifeguards and. I think as the Minister of Agriculture, I've just recently been to one of the greatest agricultural trade shows in the world. Honestly, so one of the greatest. And I think that from the EFF and MK, really, I think they're not part of me and Mr. Ramaphosa here. We've become good friends recently. We're trying to keep people like that out of Parliament. And I think that that we just there's a lot of time that needs to be put in, a lot of effort that honestly that Julius Malema is just
John, relax, John.
Okay,
Mr. President,
do we have any questions?
Mr. President, what about the jet you just got?
I'm sorry, it's a man from NBC. You're a terrible journalist. Let me tell you why.
But Mr. President,
you're a terrible journalist. I'll tell you why. First of all, you don't have what it takes to be a journalist. You're not smart enough.
No, I think we have an extra jet there that we can organize for you.
What kind of jet?
It's called a quantum.
A quantum is a different type of genocide. Now, to get back on topic, if you don't believe there's a genocide, I have some news clippings here.
No, I wanted us to discuss the trading.
Have a look here. This is a white couple who got murdered just last week. Another white couple who got murdered the day after. This is a white couple. They got murdered 3 times. Look at this one. It's not to do with murder, but it's very interesting. This is yet another one. So many of these.
No, Mr. President, I see now, I recognize the company. This newspaper is called Daily Sun. Even us South Africans, we don't believe whatever they are saying. So they are always lying. Don't take this serious. There's no genocide in South Africa. You know what we have? White people, they know they're having their boerewors, they're having their white parties, they are drinking. Have you ever tasted brandy with Coca-Cola? Ask the 49 that came.
We have Sun Daily here as well. And thank you for that. But I have friends who have told me, they said they had to leave South Africa.
No, man.
Otherwise, people were trying to kill them as they walked on the streets. They couldn't leave their houses because they would get outside. People would try to kill them. Must be true.
No, I think what I must say, you remember when you said I must practice golf?
Yes.
I did, and I'm very good now. If you have free time before I go back to South Africa, I actually brought you a 14 kg book of golf courses that we have in South Africa, funded by him.
Yep.
Our Mr.
We've all come a long way, from where we were to where we are now. Even this used to be a young man here. Look at him now, sitting here, sitting here on the couch.
And he used to dance with that black goat we have there.
Yeah, sorry to make the reference to a couch that was completely unintended, Mr. President. But look how far some people have come. Even the golfers here. I'm not a golfer myself. I only went to play golf once. I arrived at the club, and a man approached me and said, "Would you like to play around with me?" And I gave up golf there and then. I've never been back. But
and he owns
we've
the
all
golf club.
progressed.
But I see you've brought some great golfers.
You requested.
Didn't we come here to play golf?
Doesn't look like it. Mr. President Trump, I'm so sorry. We assure you as rich, privileged golf players that there's no genocide in South Africa.
No, show me your passport. Show me your passport.
This is Retief Goosen.
Passport.
Yes.
Based
The
on your
Goose.
passport.
Yes.
Great putter. Great putter.
Yeah.
He's a master. And of course, Ernie Els. Ernie Els, I love you. Big fan.
Yes. And
My sister shares a nickname with you.
And he's still alive.
That was a better joke than you guys realized.
You see how eager he was to get his passport out to show you some traditions just don't die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So these genocide things, when we sing shoot to kill, it's like our constitution says you can say, but you can't do. You get what I'm saying? We are more in the saying than in the acting. So as long as that guy is only singing, it's a freedom of speech.
But he had 100,000 people. That idiot.
Guess
all
what?
singing with him.
They didn't even vote for him. That's why his party, we even forgot. You see?
Right.
Me and my friend here were in GNU.
Now, I noticed you brought some black people with. Do you guys want to say anything? Do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. President, I actually brought forward.
That is a really good point, and I appreciate it, but that's all we have time for. So thank you all for coming, and thank you. We'll talk trade later, okay? After the golf course. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, can I have my 49 white people back? Hello.
And check and mate.
Yeah, you're immoral. Don't worry, Julius is waiting for you there. I'll get him to deal with you.
Ball's in your court now. No Starlink for you.
You don't need that nonsense.
Trying to get 30%. Are you crazy?
We're Vodacom. Yeah, don't come back to South Africa, you mother.
I've got rockets.
And in predictable news, Kaiser Chiefs have missed out on a top 8. 8 is the amount of games they've won this season. They thought when they won the Nedbank Cup, they ate. But you ate to see it. Maybe if they started B-Rabbit, they would have made the 8 mile. No M10 8 for them. Their players are mediocre, so also no Starlink. That's for Pirates. Check the bench. Check the bench. In fact, we should stop calling them chiefs. They the Kaiser civilians, Kaiser residents, Kaiser villages. Someone show them a Spur logo to see a real chief. This whole season, they've only been up to mischief. That's it from us at PNC News. My name is Leslie Fairkaker. See you next week, same time, same Mandela Bridge, different robber. Fuck Michael Owen.
Sitting across from us, the man dressed like a warm bumblebee.
Farida's trying to Google, but her fingernails are too long.
Also, the fingernails are too long at the wrong time. It's a scratching hazard.
and you could hear the music playing in the car.
Lucky are those who cannot hear you.
Okay,
for all the terrible things you keep saying.
No.
You are wasting time teaching a person about greeting when their mother is fucking their brother. It's too late.
There are other pressing issues.
That's what it is. It is unlanding.
I'm finished.
Yeah, and Castor Oil hasn't sponsored someone in a while.
Yeah. Imagine it's you now on the bottle, not that guy. Just you. Cheers, babies. Welcome to another episode of PNC, People in Need of Comedy. Now, I know you are looking at the screen and asking yourself, what is happening? This is what happens when the ones from the field come and work in the house. What?
This is how we open the show.
Yo.
With the complexion of one who belongs in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, looking like Gayton Mackenzie before the robberies. Please put your hands together for a ghost man who doesn't get the facts right. On my far right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your digital hands together for a man who's filling in for the barbaric today. It is rather unfortunate he could not be with us today, and we wish him well at Baragwanath Hospital. Uncle Bar.
That man has medical aid, bro.
Oh.
Yes.
But you know, he goes there for vibes.
Just to see.
Bro, you know, no, bro, nah, like, I want to watch Bloodsport while I'm
I'm gonna tell him.
Bro,
I'm
like,
gonna tell him.
private, they just put you in your own cubicle and, like, you go crazy, bro. Like, I want to be with people, dog. No public hospitals, brah. Let me tell brah. Like if someone dies, someone comes to fetch them while you are there. The spirit.
All of us shout, don't go!
Ladies and gentlemen, Shanray van Wyk. Hey, Abraham. Hey.
I think you know what we must do from now on? It must just be Shanray, so we don't confuse.
Yeah.
Just Shanray.
Like Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Nice. Dre now.
Just
Shanray van Wyk rolled off the tongue easy.
Shanray Abraham sounds like a PE teacher.
But this is what happens
Shanray
when you
van
find your
Wyk sounds
father.
like the principal.
This is what happens when you find your father and you know, you just get the right surname so your ancestors can find you.
Love to hear it. Talking about ancestors finding themselves and you. The next man you see, ladies and gentlemen, has been found by his ancestors.
Come on.
There's only 3,600 of them in Barberton. So it's not that hard to locate each other. Ladies and gentlemen, looking like an ice cream cone. Yeah, Kit Kat.
Yay!
You see it though.
It's fine.
You see it though.
I see it.
Ice cream cone, Kit Kat.
Only the wafer of the Kit Kat.
Yeah, actually, no, you looking like a licorice all sort.
The black and brown one.
The brown one!
Yeah, it's the one with black and brown.
You see it?
Yeah, it's never alone, that one, because the licorice, it's always a company.
Doesn't it have a pink line in
It's white.
the middle?
There's a pink one, there's a brown.
Oh, yeah.
Looking like the brown licorice all sort. Replacing Farida, but making sure that her forehead is well represented.
Yo.
Please put your hands together for Thabiso, Mhlongo.
Yeah.
And in the back, ladies and gentlemen, away from the screens, a lady who is not in the same position as Tsitsi. Tsitsi, while he's enjoying the benefits of his medical aid, Farida is here with us, even though she's sick. Ladies and gentlemen, rocking what appears to be a cream white bell-bottom button-up pants.
It looks like those stripper pants, you know, when you
There's no
take
need.
them off.
There's no
because the
need.
buttons all over the place.
There's no need.
But that's because she needs to be ready for anything that could come out at any time. Let's just say clutch control is fragile.
Wow.
Her brakes are failing.
It's a slippery slope.
Last night she was traveling on the yellow line.
Wow. Really?
Let's stop talking cock. Farida! To the feet.
Oh, that's wild.
You guys are horrible. You guys are horrible. If I died tonight, just know these were the last words I heard.
Yo, they said having a shitty day.
And you can't die tonight.
Why?
Because, you know, your funeral is the same day.
This
now
very
we are
night.
there.
And you know when you die, your bowel just lets go. So everybody's going to be out.
We're going to be there. Why is there so many incense burning?
Yeah, that cloth is going to be yellow. One of the sisters is really, no, it's the turmeric.
Yeah, no, we just added turmeric.
You guys are horrible. You guys are horrible.
Aski, Sparta. Hey, guys.
And then, you know what?
And then, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Podcast and Chill has a vendor.
Yeah.
So do we. Representing all vendors from America.
Ooh.
Please put your international digital hands together for a man who went to AFTA for 6 years but never graduated. The one and only Vu Mpho Ntangeni.
It was 3 years. I did second year twice.
It's okay.
My man.
It's okay. It
All
happens.
right. All right. Cheese gang, cheese babies, and the cheese uncles.
Ow!
Sitting across from us, the man dressed like a warm bumblebee.
Thank you. Thank you.
The killer bee himself. MphoPopps, Budikwane!
When you said warm bumblebee, I pictured it buzzing less.
It's slow.
Yeah, it's slow. I was like, what's wrong? Warm. Bumblebee with a hot water
indirectly
bottle.
dressed like Kaiser Chiefs. Can you see?
Am I?
Yes.
No, that
You're
can't be.
representing the biggest club in the world.
No. This is giving
It's giving Kaiser Chiefs.
monochrome.
Monochrome.
Monochrome, my brother.
Sir, do you know what monochrome is?
Cho, cho, cho.
You learned this yesterday.
What is monochrome?
It's like chrome, but
Wow, you see?
monocular.
Is that right?
It's very
No,
constant.
that is wrong.
It's monotonous.
Monochrome is
chrome.
like dark colors mixed with the
Ow.
Oh.
Ow.
Farida's trying to Google, but her fingernails are too long. What is
Monochrome.
Also,
monochrome?
the fingernails are too long at the wrong time.
It's a scratching hazard.
Use this part. You have to use this part.
Oh, is that how they rock it? Oh,
Mariah Christinja.
Why are you spreading rumors and I'm right here? Like I'm right here.
This is what
It is a
your
rumor.
culture...
It's not spreading rumors, it's spreading tricks.
Wow.
Yeah, spread those
Wow.
For the water to flow.
You guys are out of order. You guys are out of order.
We have a lot to talk about, God. I think we should get
Thank
it
you,
started.
DJ.
Let's get it
so
started.
let's start off with the big thing. MacG is being cancelled by DSTV.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Guys,
us,
it's not
us
being
being
cancelled.
trolled.
Let's get it right.
Okay, what
the
is it?
The season has ended.
Right. The
Yes,
season has
let's
come
talk
to
TV
an
talk.
end.
When you're not being renewed, it means the season has ended.
Can I then ask how long is the season? Because it seems like those were 3 episodes.
Yeah, I did feel like 3 episodes. Yeah.
Because
It's 3 months.
wow, 1 a month. I want to get the facts right.
So let me get this right. So the media is spinning it as MacG got cancelled
Yes.
because he said people's body parts have certain sense.
Yes, so on
Right?
in April of 2025, he made some crude misogynistic comments about a media personality, Mini Dlamini,
Yes, of
and
course.
her body parts, insinuating that she couldn't keep a relationship because she had just recently broken up with her then boyfriend, Dr. Brian Monaisa.
Yes.
So people were in an uproar because obviously those were very, very
Vile
terrible,
comments, yes.
vile comments. So people are rejoicing because there were others who had seances and candles saying, we hope that he gets cancelled. So it's now come through that he's no longer going to be on DSTV.
Yeah, but I think you see now, and this is how I guess media or newspapers or news people sort of sell news. It's like they positioned it as he got cancelled.
Yes.
Yeah.
From DSTV, like they cut his contract short. But truth of the matter is his contract has come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an option to renew, and they're choosing not to renew.
Is it only his podcast?
Him
or
and
is it
Leslie.
us as well?
Shanray, it's fine. Don't worry.
He's scared.
Can I still keep my house?
I've made financial commitments.
I just
guys.
got another car, bro. This man pulled in with a brand new car today. His first question, is every podcast cancelled?
He's worried about his future. Yo.
Doesn't validate though what it did to cancel, to not renew.
So I think for me, that's what I was trying to understand, guys. I was like, so you're trying to tell me MultiChoice is cancelling MacGyver because of a comment he made about someone outside of their platform. It didn't seem like that made sense to me.
Yeah.
I get that people are rejoicing because they have beef with him or they don't like him or whatever the case is. But as a business, am I going to cancel someone who brings, I don't know, 400,000 or 500,000 views a week over
a smelly
Wow.
Comment.
Wow.
Yo, relax, guys. Over a smelly comment.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Nice save.
Yo, that was, I am in awe of that save.
Guys.
You see, Mac has given us trouble. We can't even say things smell now.
Bruh.
The whole day, no one has said anything to Farid about.
So I'm
But
smelly.
we know what's going on. You
My
understand?
smelly is what I'm asking.
Even if you smell it, you can't say.
You can't say.
Can't say nothing.
You gotta be quiet.
Must just be there.
You're just saying things. And you know the water is blocked in most places.
Yeah, even me, I don't have water. Currently. You find ways to relate. So I understand fully. I understand. But I don't think
it doesn't constitute him losing a deal over. So I don't think it's the reason.
Must be something else.
Is it
also, how
association?
special is this individual?
Oh,
that
thank you for adding individual.
Ivana. But how special is this individual to that because of that one comment? 8 other people must lose work.
Okay, so now you're counting beyond.
Those ladies.
Yeah,
oh.
beyond MacG, beyond. Like, come on, man. For
checker.
one person, sometimes, people think they're doing the right thing because they're fighting for whoever's honor. But in the long term, you're destroying people's lives because you're angry at MacG.
Do you know what I
If
think
that
it
is the
is?
situation.
It feels like social media has become such a scary place, right? That people use it as a metric to kind of see where other people's minds are. So because you've got like an uproar on social media, particularly X, because it gets wild on X.
Yeah.
I think maybe they were scared of association and also the backlash that came with that comment itself. And then him had just recently being put on the DSTV platform. So now it's like, oh, so you guys are just going to let this go. Okay, right. We are going to leave DSTV.
But also there's rumors of someone at the top level that really, really loves that individual. And this is kind of like
a family member.
Yeah, not like a family, like someone closer than a family member.
Like
Those are the
loves.
rumors. Yeah, like loves. And that's why it's not being renewed. And then for me, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's not just him that's leaving, by the way.
Yes, so it's not just
It's not
MacG.
just him. Maybe it may be a factor, but it's not the only best and behold. That is why.
So MacG's podcast is not being renewed. Lasizwe's Awkward Dates is also not being renewed.
Okay.
Yeah, so Awkward Dates is falling off, and Podcast and Chill is falling off.
With MacG.
With MacG. Podcast and Chill with MacG is falling off. So Awkward Dates, Podcast and Chill with MacG are not getting their contracts renewed. Each show has its own reasons why. And I don't think it has to do with any individual's body parts, right? And then everyone else is kind of staying.
Yeah, Shanray, you can keep the car.
You can keep the car, Shanray.
You are safe.
But then it begs the question, like...
if you came to the party?
Yeah, if we came to a party together, guys.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
We're inside. Ziawa. It's delicious. Shanray says, listen, I'm going to go leave my phone in my cherry. Right? He goes out. And then when he tries to come back in, they say, hi, Papa. Once you leave, you're gone. What do the rest of us do? Because we're inside. Kelvin Momo is playing. Champagne is coming on the sparklers.
It's getting wild.
Do you understand?
Yeah. It's nice.
Influencers are dancing.
It's nice.
They're off their phones, they're dancing. You know that's when it's nice.
Yeah.
When you see that Asian boy, what's that guy? What's that Asian boy? Chad. When you just see Chad says, and his whole his father, his mother, everyone is there.
The whole family's there.
Everybody's
coordinating.
The Jones family.
This
Mhlongo's on stage.
Oh, look, and here's water when Lolo's
Shanray
dancing.
is outside. He's saying, gents, they won't let me in. What do you do? Do we, if you came to the party with someone, do you leave with them? Or do you stay for 2 more songs?
No, 2 more seasons.
Just 2 more songs.
Songs.
Maybe stay until Kelvin Momo's set is done.
But then before Kelvin Momo's set is done, someone shouts, Mada Bongs is up next!
What do you expect us to do?
Sorry, Shanray. We are inside, my brother. We are inside us, please.
We can't help you.
Sorry, dog. We are inside. Yo.
Yes, sis. Can't miss a murder.
Yo. It's a problem, ne?
Bruh.
It's a problem.
But here's my thing. Now, so Shanray, I like your analogy with the phone thing, but in this instance, let's say he gets kicked out for his party trick. We knew he does this. Whenever we go to party, he's the guy who gets naked.
And offends everyone.
Even when you invited him, you're like, dog, the way you get naked at parties, please come to our party.
Yes,
But keep it with your underwear on.
Yeah, so we
know,
got to the
we know
party.
that when Shanray has a tequila, he takes his t-shirt off.
Yes.
Now he's been kicked out the club. After we booked and said, listen, at about 11:30, there's a t-shirt that's going to come off. And the worst you'll see is hair and nipples.
Yes.
So you
And a bit
told
of
you
back
told
fat.
the party organizers this happens.
No, the party organizers were the one that invited. They wanted me to attend. And they knew,
the risk.
They said, is Shan going to come? They did this.
In fact, they were the ones going, you're gonna have to take off your t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
You know we need you to take
Yeah.
off your t-shirt. And he was like, don't worry, I'll take off my t-shirt.
I got that.
He took off his t-shirt. Now everyone went, ew.
Wait, but
Then he got kicked out.
Oh
he
my
took
God.
off his t-shirt. I took off my t-shirts outside of the party.
Not even inside.
Not even inside.
Oh, yes. Because you're in the
Oh,
parking
you're
lot.
doing the shenanigans outside.
Yes.
But they saw you.
Oh,
They said,
not
don't
even
come back
at
in.
the
It wasn't at the
dog.
party.
This is they heard about another party. He was taking his t-shirt. Now they're going, ish. Yeah, no, man. That thing when you take off your t-shirt, I don't think it's the one. And you go, but that's my party trick, my dog.
That's what I'm known for.
If I don't take off my t-shirt, I can't be here. And so the rest of us now, do we stay and do our party tricks, or do we go? Yo, they'll kick you out if you do your party trick. So do we stay and enjoy, or do we just stay and be fan each other? Are we gonna have fun? Are we dancing to
Look, you guys
Calvin
are-
Momo's set?
You guys are still my friends. 'Cause
Yes.
Even though that party is going on,
Yeah.
me, I have another party that I can go to.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we will always remain friends because we come from the same house.
Well, look, guys, at the end of the day, it's not even like he has another party to go to. He owns the other party.
He organizes his own gigs.
So look, I think people who are taking this time to basically enjoy the man's demise, I think this is their moment because that's how they're seeing it. But we all know the real reasons why that show's been taken off air and La Sizo's been taken off air. And I don't think it's that. But if people want to
speculate and
hold on to that, let them keep that. Because I think that'll make them feel better. Like, laegile. Oksalayo, my boys out there driving drop-top Mercedes Benzes.
Yo.
Yeah, they caught him.
Jeez,
They caught him. Yeah, I wear flip-flops. I've had the same car for 20 years. They caught him.
Was it R21? There by the airport.
And then when they recorded, he tried to accelerate.
Yeah, when they got him, he said,
You're in the slow lane, my brother. What are you doing?
Now he's pushing the car in front of him and he's going
Yeah, it's
down.
a slow lane. What are you doing? Keep the shades on, my brother.
How did they spot him? Because his head is like just over the steering wheel.
The shape of that head.
You know why? Because when he drives, he has to do this. Then you see that's MacG.
Yeah.
And you could hear the music playing in the car. Baby, baby,
Speaking of leaving the party,
Yes.
in political news, Mary Paddy from the MK party wants Floyd Shivambu to leave.
Just because he went to go see Papa.
Because of that, because she says he's doing nothing for the black community. He's
But
not
he went to
helping
go
the
see
blacks.
Papa. He went to go fetch
Doesn't count.
prayers. Holy waters.
It doesn't help. And the MK party, of course, we know is led by Zuma, who's been shaking things up ahead of the elections.
Mm-hmm.
And the EFF and MK seem to be competing for similar voter bases, black youth, disillusioned citizens. And the beef seems like it's a bit more personal.
So she
than
wants
anything
Floyd
else.
to leave
Yes.
because Floyd's doing nothing for the black community.
Yes, that's what she says.
What is he supposed to be doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
As an MK, what is his role? Like what is Floyd supposed to be doing? Is he
Floyd is supposed to is the SG of the MKP, if I'm not mistaken.
Secretary
Secretary
General.
General.
He's the SG.
Okay.
He has nothing to do with what's people on the ground.
So he's at
running the
reception.
party.
Mm.
That has nothing to do with what food stamps or whatever you call them.
Mm,
He's running the
350.
party, making sure the organization is strong so that those people can help the people on the ground. So
besides going to see Papa? What has he done?
But on his own,
That's what she's asking. What else has he done?
What has MK done in general?
Bruh, but doesn't he
They're a new party.
restructure the party's
not even 2 years old.
constitution?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to say you haven't done anything, you're like, but we all haven't done anything.
He's learning Zulu.
We just got here.
Wow.
Wow.
Shanray.
Yeah, guys. Also, it's not easy for a petty man there in KZN.
Yes, that's a big step.
Imagine Titi in KZN.
Yeah.
With a bunch of Siandas.
Yeah,
How my bra?
Nangas khon. Tell it.
and he just got here. He can't be paid, he just get to the Zulus and give instructions.
Bruh.
Ke nagana gore, hey. O nagana eng wena?
Una ungazositshela ukuthi unahana ini.
Awunagani la. KwaZulu la.
Hey, teleja.
La so wenza mase khuluma thina awunagani next.
I can
Teleja.
see Titi after 2 years. Like, guys, honestly, I don't understand.
I didn't even know I was the SG. I thought that was my nickname.
It's too early, bro, to say that bro hasn't done anything. The party itself hasn't really done anything.
He went to see Papa.
I think maybe it's also like a cloud thing. Maybe she's trying to get her name out there to be like, it feels like
There's
another.
a lot of people
Yeah.
who use clout to get their names
and
out
it to
there.
be the heroes in
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
Others
sounds
representing.
familiar.
Very much so. And it's a big trigger from where I'm sitting.
Yes. That's why you're at the back there.
Yeah,
so no one
because-
can see your lips moving.
And your hands. And your hands.
So there's a community watching this going, yeah, I'm Koshila again. She's not there.
No, for real. For real.
She's not there. She's
Only
gone.
MacG
I've
cancer.
been demoted.
So is Farida.
They can't
Thank
hear.
God.
They can't hear you when you speak. They just see us and they go, yeah, it's fine. I'm Koshila.
And I'm still here. You better believe it.
Thabiso's an answer. He said they don't know that she's here. So they're just happy.
They can't see me.
They're like, put
Someone
it
has
on
to tell them.
Spotify. Put on Spotify.
So we
Someone
can
has to literally
listen.
tell them, no, she's in the background. What is she saying? She's not talking about us today. She's fine. Someone
I'm on
has to snitch.
probation. I've been suspended from the camera.
Yeah. I don't like it. What's it called? Vicarious victims.
Yes.
This is my biggest pet peeve.
Pet peeve, yeah.
Yeah, because people like feeling on behalf. And you're like, brother. But it's
there's-
happening with Mac. It's
Yes,
happening with...
There's people who like to feel on behalf of, and we've kind of discussed that. But there's also people who, like you just said now, just wanna
chase the cloud.
Yeah, they chasing clout and they're using a thing as their way to. I'm gonna use this to
climb up,
Yeah.
level up,
or to
Also, it depends on how it was said, because this could have been a Zulu moment, but on paper it sounds like we were sitting. Floyd doesn't do anything for black people. It could have been in Floyd. I went to next. And then now Floyd
and then someone translated.
It was a video, no?
Yes, it was a
She made
video.
a video.
To say Floyd doesn't
Said,
do anything.
Step down, Tete Floyd. You've done nothing for the blacks. I'm gonna stand up and say something. You guys are all scared.
So does she want Floyd's job, or is she just
No,
saying
I
Floyd
feel
has done
like
nothing?
I feel like she's trying to make herself heard and be like, oh, she's a valuable member of this party. She's
Yes.
standing up for the majority. So it's a hero moment again. She's created a step up
Hey,
hero moment.
there are people who are having hero moments out there
Hey, man.
online,
Hey, man.
tagging us,
Hey, man.
being heroes.
Do you know what the sad part about this whole thing is?
The hero.
Yes,
The tagger.
about this hero.
24 hours.
You've got
365. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep tagging those pages with 200 followers.
Wow. uncalled for.
Honestly,
But I support it fully.
I cannot.
Half of the world, half of that world doesn't care anymore.
They don't, dude, I don't think they care.
I think at some point, not even at some point, you probably think you're doing something. You're not. Those people are just irritated. And they're going, let's get it off our back and just help with this. No one is doing it because it's the right thing to do. You're not changing the world. You're literally showing
You're annoying.
Yeah.
You're annoying everyone.
Yes.
Every day.
Lucky are those who cannot hear you.
Okay,
For all the
let's
terrible
no.
things you keep saying.
No.
Man, I'm just saying.
No, bruh. We're being trolled, guys.
Bruh.
I've never been trolled in my life, bruh. I'm being trolled by a grown woman.
And someone that doesn't know how to use emojis. They can't read anything on those posts. There's flashing lights. There's a stop sign. Like, what is this? A K53? What the hell is happening?
Bruh, someone is having an epileptic fit going through stories
Bruh.
because of flashing. Stop this! Stop! These grown men don't know what they're doing.
Ah, bro.
How could you, Tsitsi? I'm disappointed in you.
He was the only one just disappointed in. You guys came as collateral damage.
And then we realized, no, man, this person doesn't watch the podcast. If they say Tsitsi, you disappointed me. Tsitsi.
You're like, yo. You don't know half of the things this man said.
No, she would hate it.
Yeah, disappointed that he was part of this hour.
But it's always like that with organizations that always are out there for the less fortunate because they're making money and that's the only thing that they're doing. Like there'll never be a solve for homelessness because there's an organization who gets paid to help solve homelessness. All of them are taking home 6-figure salaries. The people who have to look after this, there's always an organization that looks after, but that organization has a CEO, has people underneath, people on the ground, but the help never gets to the people. Just give the money to the people and help them immediately. Don't need all of these structures.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe it's the same case, like, because, like you guys said, maybe, like Floyd hasn't been learning Zulu or maybe he's not. Yeah. I feel like if you're going to work for an organization at that level, you should at least speak the language.
True.
Yes.
True. Just to communicate. You get what I mean?
No, you can't be...
Get on the level that your people are on.
Yes.
Because you can't even talk to them.
And that should be a sign.
Wow.
Hey, I'm expecting emails.
And to be tagged. And phone calls.
Yo.
Invasive phone calls.
Yeah, man, guys. Look, for me, I'm just like, you know what? At the end of the day, bro, we did our part. And you know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys watched last week's episode on the comments. A lot of the cheese babies were like, what are you guys apologizing for? You know what I mean? They were like, why are you guys apologizing? And you know what? To be honest with you, we were apologizing to the people of the community.
Yes.
The people who might have, because of this steam engines.
For sport.
Yes. We were like, you know what? In case there's a group of people who feel like this was our intention, let's clarify that. But above and beyond that, bruh, being trolled the way that we're being trolled is insane.
It is.
Bro.
Yeah. And if you look at like what's happened now as a result, I don't know if you saw your video, Farida, as people have started taking it and remixing it and adding music to it. And yeah, bro, one of the videos has 1.3 million views.
It's a meme.
It is
So
hilarious.
that means now what must happen? Now all these videos, they must scour the internet
Yeah.
and go and delete all these videos.
You can't do
Because
that.
Bro.
one person is fuming.
What's the point, though?
Aye.
What's the point of... What is the point of this attack? You know what I mean?
It's
cloud.
Are you...
It's a cloud.
It's that.
It's cloud.
But
it's
it's
also
also-
attention-seeking.
Because there's so much that community needs that needs to be done, and to regress it to a sketch.
That's not even directed at the particular group of people.
The whole thing that they've been through, the sign language is now an official language in this country.
Yes, the 12th.
There's so much happening around that whole community. But the biggest focus right now is Farida did a sketch.
You know what it's sounding like?
Tsitsi won't
It's sounding
repost
like
an
the
Insta
49
story.
still.
Nah?
It's sounding like the 49. You must recognize the Afrikaners before everyone else. Yes,
Yeah.
put them in the minorities.
Do you know what I would fight for? I would fight for sign language in the national anthem. You know, like at the end, our land, and then everyone thinks it's done. I don't know. I don't want to sign.
You're about to get
clipped.
You're about to get clipped.
Let's blur your hands in that thing. In South Africa.
Our land. Yeah, it should
be an official.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the things you fight
start
for.
with it.
Start with it.
Like people around the world must be like, why does when South Africa starts that we should actually.
Bro, because in the beginning there's a gap. I think there's like 4 bars there. In the beginning.
Yeah.
And as it starts and then the
You want
sign
to
language
patent
can
that
go up.
idea before someone tries to overtake it.
And it's gonna be a positive thing.
We hope these are the things that person can focus on
Initiate.
doing. Instead of
Initiate.
trolling up.
Yeah, we've given you
small
something to do.
podcast.
Work on it.
Leave their body con and make other things happen.
Is the problem that people have freedom of speech? Like, is it a problem with other people when they go, we need to restrict MacG from being able to say whatever the hell he wants? Do you think that's a thing that's becoming an issue? Because it feels like that's what this whole MacG situation is, that whole Farida situation is, where people are going, no, we all have limitations here. We can't keep letting these people roam free and run wild with whatever they say. So they're trying to limit how much free speech we have.
Yeah, look, there's no regulatory body that sort of governs podcasts, right? And that's the reason why people actually enjoy podcasts, because they're like, I can watch something that feels real. And that's even in the episode where Mac was busy saying to all the chillers, like, guys, why don't you guys watch PNC, wada. And when Mac and Sol were actually talking about it, they were like, a lot of people actually say like our podcast just feels like gents just chilling, having a conversation.
Yeah.
Whereas PNC is a bunch of comedians having a conversation. So it's like, oh, I know you guys to be comedians.
Yeah.
Now I'm watching comedians podcasting. Whereas a podcast is just regular people having regular conversations. So now you're trying to tell me, because that's what this all is about. They want to get to a point where they can regulate what we say. And that's like, you're missing the idea.
Yes.
If there's ever a vehicle for freedom of speech, it's podcasts.
Yeah.
I should be able to say what I say. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
And you
If
can
I'm
be
right,
corrected.
I'm right.
Yes.
I'm not here to be wrong. I'm not here to be right. I'm here to podcast. If I am wrong, let me know I'm wrong. Let's find a way to fix it and carry on.
Yes.
It's not an offense to have thoughts. These are opinions. In my
Yes.
perspective, a podcast is like people having conversations, and it's like your intrusive thoughts being spoken out. There are things that we've said, people are like, yo, I was too scared to say that, but I agree with that.
Yes.
But I think the fear comes with the kind of like the scale of the podcast itself. So they think that MacG has this big voice, and whatever he says, people will just go and do it. That's basically why they have. But it's South Africa, bro. We have freedom of speech. There's a EFF leader that sings "Kill the Boer." Kill the farmer.
In case you're wondering.
And the court.
The English version.
And they took him to court and he won the case.
The highest court took him.
That is inciting
The
violence.
highest court in the land, bro. So it's literally
like, hey, it's a good song.
It's like Cyril. It's like Cyril said there in the interview.
Interview.
my
That
guy.
was an interview. It was an interview.
It wasn't a meeting.
It was a job interview. Donald.
Yo, they
My brother, come on.
Let's trade, man.
Come on,
They
man.
kept calling that Bruce.
I've got a book, yes. It's 14 kilos. Almost didn't make it through customs, eh? Luckily, yeah,
Yo.
14 kilos. It's a big book.
Do you think
eh?
they use customs?
No, they don't.
I'm
man.
just
They
saying.
come
I'm
straight.
just saying.
But you know, South Africa, they probably made them go through. When they went to see Trump, yo. Mr. Ramaphosa.
He didn't look a little bit uncomfortable. He was sitting like this.
They tomated him there.
He's been invaded.
They finished him there.
It was a job interview. It was during the job interview to get things back.
Yeah, because like in the interview after they played him the video, he says like, yo, why? And Trump asked him, why don't you arrest Julius Malema? He's like, sir, we have a constitution.
Yo, bro.
We have a law. Like he has the freedom of speech. Like he has freedom of speech. As long as he doesn't implement what he says,
Yes.
that's when the law steps in and says, okay, we've heard what you said. We've watched you.
Yeah.
We saw now you're attempting to do it. And that's when the law, and that's when he gets arrested. But before that, you can say anything, and just the repercussions from society is the only thing that you basically have to deal with.
That's beautiful. Yeah, but look, Uncle Cyril played that whole thing beautifully.
He was just smiling.
Chess game.
Just smiling and
I
looking
even like
sweet.
how he acted. Where's that?
Wait.
That in South Africa.
His eyes.
I need to check on.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen this.
I've got a
of the country. Yeah?
He's investigating as he's looking.
Johan Rupert killed me, bro. He looked at John Steele and said to John, you know we live in the same area.
Spotlight.
I know it's
That's the
real life.
agriculture,
Yeah.
I know it's
Who
real life.
took from the predecessor. He works in my section. And the crime is right.
Tell him. We get stabbed, sometimes with the same knife.
Yo,
Look, Mr. President, the real victim here is us. It's not a genocide, it's crime. And to be honest, it's not even us doing the crimes. It's the immigrants doing it to us. Baxter's there going, I'm done.
what have I done?
Well, anyway.
Look, I have to say that you gotta give it up to the white people. They played this game so well, bro. They played it. This whole game. Our whites.
All of them.
From Julius's song to going, there actually is a white genocide, to going there, and then now we're the ones begging them for Starlink.
Yes.
And that's what started.
Yeah, so
now we are the ones going, we need Starlink.
Yes.
Bring it. And we will pivot and do whatever it
we
takes
will
accommodate
ease
them.
our BEE. Do you see the next day after the thing, all of a sudden the BEE thing was taken away by the minister of what.
And now they're saying, no, it's been a long time in running. Like we've been working
Yeah,
on
but
this.
guys, know the fact of the matter is these things they can write whatever they want, but these things take a long time. It's a process. You can't just wake up and change shit. You have to go through the process.
They did.
Oh yeah, but
They woke up.
Let's see how far
They
that goes.
woke up and changed it.
We'll see.
They're doing it to accommodate Elon's wants.
You know what they do?
I'm bringing Starlink, but I'm not going to give 30% of my company
to black people.
To the ones who sat on the couch and said nothing.
Dude, we don't want it here if you don't want to conform to our rules too. Please, we need it.
We need it.
That's some hectic game of chess there.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, this is VAD 101 again. Our party's going to take them to court and the court's is going to make them win. You can't just wake up and change things. You have to go through the process. That's what I'm saying.
My dog,
even though on paper
Donald
they say
Trump is going to say, hey, you said you want us to trade again.
Make it happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
This thing is going to happen. Starlink is
they
coming.
said, why aren't you racing this man? The man sang the song the next day.
Yeah.
With the full like you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Julius
saying.
did
He
sing the
knows.
song.
He knows. You can't do
Julius
anything.
doesn't care
His eyes
them.
kill me. You can't do anything.
He doesn't
So
care.
now
them.
The law's on my side.
They're gonna take this thing to Parliament, and once it's in Parliament, they know already. They know the EFF. Let's rile them up,
and let them be unruly.
And once they riled up, we chase them out, and then we vote this thing in.
Yeah.
Bro,
Anyway.
it's politics, bro.
No, I know.
These people are mad smart. They're not as stupid.
But
as they
Thabiso's right.
seem
Look,
to be.
we literally got played.
They gaslit the whole country.
So they gaslit the whole country. They really sold this thing of genocide and mass murder in South Africa, and white people are dying and this and that, until it went to the point where Cyril had to come with gang white, Donald's
and
favorite
say,
whites.
they're fine.
So all of his favorite whites.
All of his favorite whites.
Any else?
Whatnot.
Johan Rupert.
You know, all of Donald's favorite whites. Shame, there was that one lady who spoke and she spoke well.
I mean, the president did ask her to.
Yeah, the president, but if he hadn't, she wouldn't have.
Silence on the couch.
Yeah.
Silence on the couch.
Silence on the couch. Also, Elon the sellout chuffed there on the side.
But you could see everything, like you said, was curated. All the theatrics, dim the lights, play the videos. And even the Kill the Poor, they chose I'm sure they were playing a few of Julius's ones. No, that one sounds friendly. Get the one where he's
No, because remember there's a version of it's called Kiss the Boer. Kiss the Farmer. So he had to change, remember when they banned the song back in the day? He changed the lyrics to kiss. Meaning I want to kiss the farmer.
Then he said, hey.
And then when they said, okay, no, you've won, okay, kill
them.
Bruh, that whole thing was orchestrated, the whole thing. Like, so it kind of made everything feel like it was justified and even then, literally, Mr. Rupert was asking, Mr. President, we need the drones.
Elon's drones, not just...
We need Elon's drones. I use drones to look after some of my animals and it's working fine, but I can only do so much.
As one
We need Starlink.
When do you practice these accents, bro?
He watches
Because everyone, this is so uncomfortable to watch. It's like, how do you have everyone's cadence?
They're killing the wines.
It's a horrible day.
I know that one.
I haven't seen anything like it.
Yesterday, why does yours sound like DJ's Boom?
Let's hear your Donald. Let's hear your Donald.
Okay, when they killing the whites.
The only thing you have right is the head tilt.
White people are dying.
They're killing the whites. They're killing the whites.
You were like, you ain't fooling me, Gayton.
Well, now that you guys have gotten that off your chest, let's go to the real get it off your chest.
Gayton should have went.
Hey, Gayton would have stayed.
Get it off your chest. Lay it to rest. Get it off your chest. We can help you the best. Get it off your chest. You don't have to guess. Here on PNC, we're on the quest to help you relieve that stress.
Get it off your chest.
Yay! Get it off your chest. Proudly brought to you by Vicks Paper Up.
Wow.
No, I'm joking. We don't. It would have been great sponsor.
It would have been
right?
really get it off your chest.
Vicks do the right thing.
Planting the seed. Get it off your chest this winter. Proudly brought to you by Vicks Ecta Plus. Vicks Ecta Good Plusing. Let's go.
Hi, I just wanted to ask what I should do because I just found out that like yesterday, my mom and her brother, and when I say her brother, I mean my uncle, they've been sleeping together for like 5 years now. Like they slept together for 5 years, then they stopped because they got caught and then they continued. And yeah, so there might be a possibility that he might be. So like, what should I call him? Do I call him
Papa Uncle?
Malume Papa? Or Papa Malume? Like what happened?
Rangwani dead.
Because as much as I really loved him, but now like I look at him in a different way. And people are doing so that I look like this man. But anyways, I just wanted to ask what I should do. Because
ne?
Meaning that child could become like if that child has a child, that other child could be his own grandfather.
Yes.
What? Do the equation for us?
Can we go back? What?
First of all,
yes.
What's the relationship here?
So her mom and her uncle have been.
So siblings.
Yes.
These are
Game
siblings.
of Thrones. This is
Cersei and
what's his name?
Jamie
Lannister. Jamie Lannister.
Yes.
This is typical.
What's the eagle guy? The blonde that we all wanted to hate?
Joffrey.
Joffrey. She's Joffrey.
Oh.
Yeah, she's Joffrey.
Yeah.
So Queen Joffrey, and how I know she's Joffrey. She just went straight into the voice.
Yeah.
She didn't say, she didn't say hi. She didn't say
I don't know what to do.
Or I'm anonymous. She was just like, hey, my mother and my uncle are
And
doing
her
things
brother,
to each other.
meaning her uncle.
And she said they've been caught before, they stopped, but for the past 5 years, they've been back at it. And she says what's crazy is she's starting to think, what if I'm a product of their
incest?
Because I look like him. But she also could look like him because they're the same family.
Sure.
But my sister, cousin, brother, uncle, daughter.
Rangwani dead.
Hey man, they say we can't choose family.
That was a choice. That was a choice.
But your mother kept choosing her
Yo.
family.
I want to
I
be that
choose my
person.
brother.
And I
You wanna be that person?
No, to find out. Because, there's not much information. Like, who's older in the situation?
Yeah.
What doesn't matter,
What
dog?
doesn't-
They're
I'm just
siblings. They
saying.
shouldn't be
Siblings
smashing.
should not be snaking each
Also-
other, regardless of
They
age.
share the same bed, hey?
At all.
Also, are they like...
DJ, we shared beds with all of our siblings.
Bro, they shared a womb.
Yes.
Are they twins?
They've been sharing,
Like,
bro.
like
Maybe
Jamie
it's
and
stepfather
Cersei?
What makes it better? Is it better to have sexual relations with your
It's a
twin
better
sister
story.
than your...
It's a
Oh
better
my
story.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord.
Jesus.
That
Make it
needs
make
a
sense.
cleansing. No, my sister, please.
Why do you ask a criminal questions? To
Uh-uh.
find out why did you get to this point?
No, it doesn't matter, TJ.
Okay.
Why am I sleeping with my brother?
Yes.
What is that about? We can't justify. There's a kid involved. She's asking, am I actually your daughter or your niece?
We'll see on Mojo Love soon. Let's go.
Listen,
We'll sit on Moja Lab soon.
listen. What's her advice? What advice does she need?
She needs to
Her
go
advice
consult
is,
elders.
Does Nimrod still do that?
Yo,
I'll do them wrong.
do it.
You wanna bring him?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's Friday. Action now.
Mama.
The results are in. Number 9. Nada, number 9. Comma. 8. You are 99.8% the father.
Wow.
And also the uncle.
And uncle.
Yeah. Hey man, there is a search category for it on Pornhub, so.
Hey.
My advice to you is whenever you send a voice note, greet, say who you are. But with regards to this, my sister, the best thing you can do is just to get a DNA test when you can. Ask your mom and your uncle for the swabs. If they say no, swab something they are drinking or eating.
Yeah.
Then go check and test. Yeah.
You are wasting time teaching a person about greeting when their mother is fucking their brother. It's too late for...
There are other pressing issues.
There's no time for greeting.
It's too late to teach manners here. We've got family members fucking, my brother. You're like, hello, how are you guys? Hey. There's no time for hello. Sarina at the back. Shout out. My parents are...
My parents are siblings.
My parents are siblings.
You want to...
You are busy seeing carry rabbit. Oh. My parents
What do I
are
do?
siblings.
What do I do?
What a house.
Sorry, my sister.
The house is burning.
Yo.
The house is on fire.
Courage is
Hello,
breathing.
cheers people and cheers girls.
Cheers.
Kamelo Manyama Bodro from I Blew It. Gary, as one of the people who are disabled, make fun of us as much as you like. You know, and MphoPopps, engada show ni was make fun of na. Rio Fabana. Rio Fabana Sterek.
Why do you assume it's one of these?
Here's my story. You can hear it in the voice.
The neck is cracked back of you.
Yes, my brother. Man, thank you so much. I think that was the best voice note we could have ever gotten for this episode.
Bruh.
For us, hard of hearing.
Yes.
Wow. DJ.
No, not like that. Language-wise. Language.
Come on, DJ.
English. Only speak English.
All the signs were there.
DJ, I see you.
Yeah, naughty boy.
Okay, translate. So for those of you who don't know, DJ does not speak vernaculars and sign language. So what they were saying there, DJ, was that this guy was saying, yo, I'm so-and-so, I'm from I Blew It. And that
Really, I blew it.
That
Yeah.
lets you know, raf money. But he's saying, yo, man, like, people with us people, I speak on behalf of people, of us people with disabilities when I say, please keep making fun of us, guys. We want to be included. He's like, if I come to your show and you don't make fun of me, I will be disappointed. So there's a man on the 28th of June at Gold Reef City Casino where tickets are available at
La,
Web
la.
Tickets is coming with a disability. and he expects to be roasted.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And he shall be.
And usually we have a front section for them so they can
Roll in.
We are handicapped. No. The venue is handicapped accessible.
Yes.
We have double doors. And
Everybody's
lyric
welcome.
For that
How can
swinging
you create
legs.
a whole handicap session and then not even acknowledge them?
You
That
get
is
me?
so wrong.
That's rude.
That's, yeah.
Skawaranchaka! Sisong.
Wow.
You see what you've done, my brother. Look at the monster you are creating.
Sure.
Now our season won't be renewed.
All because of
No,
this.
YouTube doesn't have seasons. TV does.
And there's going to be a picture of me there.
And you'll be tagged.
PNC not
You
getting
will be
season
tagged.
2.
And the caption will have so many spelling errors.
Mfo.
What?
Let's move on.
Well, Korea PNC, TT, MphoPopps, Farida, Shanray, Thabiso, the editor jare nagada. So lina la nagada na like I can I should get it off my chest. Kore bana kore le apologize ko batho ba se so ke nya ko tseba hore message o delivered bang to those people ba ne apologize ko bona.
You know what to do, Madigwan?
Translate.
This guy's like, okay, I saw you guys were apologizing to the deaf community. How did they hear you? How do they know that you apologize?
No, if it were speaking to their chief spokesperson.
Of course.
Yeah, so they are super boss, they are chief leader.
Superintendent.
Yeah, they are
The one who's all ears.
Wow. Ready to take on with hate.
They are a self-proclaimed spokesperson. Not self-proclaimed.
Wow.
Spokesperson. That lady hopefully relayed the message, which she didn't, which is weird. We told her.
We're apologizing.
We told her Wednesday at this time. Wednesday 3, I told her on the phone call. I remember.
Yep.
I said, every Wednesday, 3 o'clock, we don't miss a beat. It will be there. This woman was trolling us on Friday. Was it Friday or Saturday?
Yeah. Weekend young.
No, she started. No. She started on Tuesday before the
but
episode 8.
there was a series of stories that she posted.
And she included us.
Yes.
And then the last one was like, yeah, they apologize. Look, we'll put all the screen grabs up here so the cheese gangs can see. But the last one, I think someone told her that, hey, these people did do this. So hopefully she takes her capacity as this person and relays the message in a palatable way for people of the community who were affected by Farida's hands.
I'm sorry, guys.
No one was affected until she. Anyway, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't even think she's gonna tell them. You know, some people can lie, bruh.
Ne? And they can't hear her.
She won't say. No, she just did full sign language on a skit.
Yes.
No, she was disrespecting you guys. She said this and that, and she probably added spice.
Hey,
bro.
man, these dead people, so I'm not making the real signs.
And also it's broken telephone because she had to tell someone that could actually sign to sign.
To tell,
and then how do
yeah.
we know that sign person got all the...
This is the end of this subject. I'm
So
done.
look, I think my brother, to be honest with you, I think the beautiful thing about our deaf community, which is amazing, is that they do have people who live with them who are of hearing, who can relay messages. You know, we've that's why it's an official 12th language. You don't have to be deaf to speak sign language. So I think there are people who are able to help those who really wanted to know. You know, I don't think there's a community or a gathering of people who are like, what's going on?
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, there's none of those.
Maybe this is a step to starting a party.
He's playing the hero.
You know, the hair party.
Maybe they're gonna come
They're here, party.
and
We
give
are here
a
now.
silent protest outside the studio.
Here
I had a nightmare like that.
A silent protest.
Yes, because I've never been trolled, bro. So I had all these nightmares about like
I did as well, hey.
I was at a show and there was like a protest, but it was like the community.
This is trauma. It's trauma.
It is traumatizing.
With like signs, people are like, we can't get in. There's a protest. We will not be
There's trauma, bro. This thing is trauma.
I'm sharing my nightmare that I had because of these things.
And it's valid. Even me, I'm scared. Like, if I meet new people, I wait until they say something.
Yeah, because you never know.
Because
Hey?
I'm like, why is he quiet, this guy? Then when they go, Ukraine, oh! Yes, ngithi. Ngithi senilendile.
I'm finished.
I wait for them to speak first.
Are you
To
part
Grant.
of-
And I'm telling you now, you'll never know when a hiding is coming from.
Plotting.
Those fingers are strong.
Because all the is in
Yes,
here.
bro, all the tension is right there.
Join us next week when we will
Thank
be
you.
apologizing again.
What we say? We live and we learn every week. We grow as individuals.
Hey, we're not perfect. We're learning.
Yeah.
If we are wrong, teach us.
Please.
Next week will be better. Ah, man. Guys, thank you so much for this amazing episode. Titi Chumeric the Paperic, we are sending you love, well wishes.
Yes.
You are sorely missed. As you know, you are the person with the smallest waist here.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't forget to catch him live. 19
On the
July.
19th of July.
19 July at
The
Lyric
Lyric
Theatre
Theatre.
in Gold Reef City Casino. Titi Chumeric live, part 2. Right. And then after that, we make sure that we keep going to the Lyric Theatre because on the 1st of August,
Indeed.
Thabiso Mhlongo is there with Thabiso Mhlongo Live 1. And then don't forget, every Sunday, Bioscope Comedy Sundays happens at Bioscope 44 Stanley, right in the middle of Melville and town. So you are almost...
That's a bad analogy.
Yeah.
He dragged out.
No, he brought down his own park. In the middle of Auckland Park.
Honestly.
And,
If you are a student at Wits, you are there. If you are a student at After, you are there. If you are a
UJ.
student at the other UJ, not the nice one there, the rough one.
Ah.
Row.
Ah.
You had Row.
Row call.
You are there. 44 Stanley. Make sure you get your tickets. And then if you want to elevate the game and have a nice time,
come on,
where your cars are safe, where cocktails are served at the bar, live music with saxophonists, air conditioning, a generator in case of load shedding. Make sure you come every second Sunday to Artistry Comedy Sundays, happening at 22 Fredman Drive at Artistry. Who knows, you might catch Jay something in the kitchen, boiling something.
Wow.
What am I forgetting?
And then
28.
Yes, you're
June.
dead.
No, I already plugged the 28. 28 June, PopPopps birthday comedy special. Make sure you get your tickets at Web Tickets. We'll see you there. Lyric Theatre is happening.
Yay.
Be there or square it up.
And then coming soon is Shanray Van Vex, Come I Tell You. I'm looking for a venue. And that show will be coming live soon.
Nice.
And trust me, he's a father. So he knows a lot about coming soon. Farida, is there anything on your side that you
Catch me on Netflix, man.
catch you on a Netflix?
Yeah, catch me on Netflix. You know, doing something small.
Please get better. We miss you in the
Thank
screen.
you. Guys, I'm not okay, but I'll be fine.
About lawyer.
Ban lawyer ne
lawyer.
baba ono ramping successful but aye wenza kakhulu girl.
And who knows? There could be a campaign. There could be a campaign that comes out of this. You know what I mean?
What campaign could come out of this? I don't know. Rennies.
Laxa could sponsor you. Or
Castor oil.
Yeah, and castor oil hasn't sponsored someone in a while.
Yeah. Imagine it's you
Why
now on
am
the
I-
bottle, not that guy, just you. Hey, but yours will be misleading. People are like, oh, Ronald castor oil had a headache.
Wow.
Wow. My voice and your voice is advertising. Yo.
Yo.
Stomach problems, Dad.
They start at the top.
Yeah. Would you be a castor oil influencer?
I don't mind.
Same here.
I don't mind.
There's products we must influence that.
Yeah.
Because everyone influences the same things. Like Thabiso could be a Lion Matches influencer.
You get.
Yes. Or stomach.
Lighter for who?
Yes. Indeed.
City could be a fabulous Kiwi polish ambassador.
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Kiwi. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to start a whole topic.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But anyway, cheese babies, we thank you for joining us once again. Have a beautiful day where you are. And remember, we make fun of those we love. If someone is not making fun of you, they don't love you.
They hate
Or
you.
acknowledge you.
Or acknowledge you. You don't exist. Anyway, thank you
Wow.
for everything. Have a beautiful day. Nilaleni ngocole emakhaya. Bye. Guys, I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat.
Arranging something.
And you know what's the cherry on top of the cake?
Oh my God.
See what I did there?
I see.
Mr. Asian Walk. Mr. Asian Walk. Walk is the W-O-K. Yeah. Oh. Walk. Yes. Oh, it's work. Walk. Walk. With no R. It's the walk.